Mr. Michael, Social Studies teacher. The first part of this video contains the slides from the lecture notes. The second part is an explanation of the lecture notes. Slides from lecture notes. Pause the video when you need to so that you can add notes to your lecture notes outline. Lecture notes explanation. The rise and fall of Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte emerged as a pivotal figure following the French Revolution. He first gained prominence through his military successes, particularly in Italy. Despite a naval defeat by the British, which he kept on the down low, his popularity surged. Leveraging his military support, Napoleon orchestrated a coup d'état, establishing a new constitution that made him the head of government. Ambitiously, he crowned himself emperor. During his reign, Napoleon initiated substantial reforms in peacetime. These reforms included the establishment of a fairer tax code, eradication of corruption in public offices, the founding of government-run schools known as lycées, and the introduction of the Napoleonic Code. However, it's important to note that while these reforms had several benefits, the Napoleonic Code also had drawbacks. It limited civil liberties like freedom of speech and reinstated slavery in French colonies. Napoleon expanded the French Empire, with actions like selling the Louisiana Territory to the United States to fund his wars. This also made America a stronger enemy for Britain. He engaged in numerous battles, yet he failed to conquer Great Britain and suffered a major defeat at the Battle of Trafalgar. This confirmed British naval supremacy and forced Napoleon to give up on conquering Britain. For now, his rule in Europe was marked by strategic alliances and installing puppet rulers, including some from his own family. Napoleon's reign faced major setbacks, notably the Continental System and the catastrophic invasion of Russia. The scorched earth policy adopted by the Russians, combined with a brutal winter, resulted in the loss of 390,000 soldiers. After this debacle, Napoleon was exiled to Elba. He escaped briefly to reclaim power in France, but was eventually defeated at the Battle of Waterloo and exiled permanently. Spanish colonial society and Latin American revolutions, 1791 to 1824. In Spanish colonial society, a hierarchical social structure was prominent. Europeans, peninsulares, constituting 22.9% of the population, held top government positions. Below them were the Creoles, who, despite being born in the colonies, were influenced by Enlightenment ideals and played a key role in independence movements. Mestizos, mixed European and indigenous, and mulattoes, mixed European and African descendants, were further down the social ladder. Africans, mostly slaves, and indigenous people at the bottom. The period from 1791 to 1824 was marked by significant independence movements. Toussaint Louverture led the Haitian slave revolt. Simón Bolívar and José de San Martín were instrumental in liberating parts of Spanish-speaking South America. In Mexico, Miguel Hidalgo and José María Morelos spearheaded the independence movement. Contrasting with these violent uprisings, Brazil's independence, led by the Creole class, was achieved without violence. The influence of nationalism. Nationalism, a political ideology focused on self-governance and national sovereignty, significantly shaped the late 18th and 19th centuries. In Italy, figures like Camillo di Cavour and Giuseppe Garibaldi used military force and nationalist sentiments to unify the nation. In Germany, Otto von Bismarck employed realpolitik and constitutionally questionable methods to expand Prussia. This included manipulating incidents and instigating wars to annex territories in the north and south. This period demonstrates how nationalism can act both as a unifying force and a tool for authoritarian rule. Write your answers to the following questions in the comments for a chance to get extra credit on the assessment. 1. What key reforms did Napoleon Bonaparte introduce during his time as the Emperor of France? 2. Can you identify a major military defeat Napoleon faced and explain how it impacted his rule? 3. In the hierarchical structure of Spanish colonial society, who were the main social groups, and what was their status? 4. Name at least 2 significant figures in the Latin American independence movements and mention the countries or regions they helped liberate. 5. How did nationalism play a part in the unification of either Italy or Germany in the 18th and 19th centuries? Thanks for watching. Good luck on your assessment.